Hello everybody, my name's Rennze and welcome back to the ArcticSmp. Now, this episode, before we did any- ooh, both types of squid. Wow, I'm very easily distracted. Ooh, and fish. The beginning of this episode is going to be a little different, because I wanted to show you something I've been working on. Now, this conduit was just a conduit. But if we walk over here, I have started working on this hallway. It's a mixture between smooth quartz and calcite. And down here, we have this little stairway, and then this wall that I started working on, which just has the end rods behind the glass with the prismarine as the background, and this is why we are working on the Guardian farm, which we will be finishing this episode. Thank goodness, that went on for far too long. But this lovely wall, ooh, I need to add more buttons. I need more, that's just calcite. I don't have any more buttons. Hold on. Bunk, bunk. There we go. That is, I do like that. That looks nice. But this isn't just a fancy wall. This button does nothing, if that's what you were thinking. That button does nothing. Because why would you want somebody to know that button does anything, when you can make a button that doesn't exist do something? I added item frames down here to kind of hide the obsidian and the slime blocks. Using commands that we have with the data pack, I was able to make them invisible and make sure they physically can't break. So that's very nice. It's a little off color, but you know, it's better than obsidian slime and honey blocks. Here we have the little, what is it, the movement sensor things. If you walk past them in, like, movies and stuff, like, the alarm's gonna trip because, oh my god, the villains are stealing the crown, the queen's crown. But here, well, here an alarm also trips. Hello? Why isn't the alarm working? The alarm's not working, guys. This has gone horribly wrong. I believe I have fixed the issue. And that issue was not the redstone. It was the fact that my sounds were off. Alright, take two. So we come down here and we push this button and door opens slowly, and then item frame things, and then oh look, there is red lasers that will go if you touch them. Oh no, the alarm has gone off. Whatever will we do? And then, using this lever, we can just turn it off. You can't remove the lever, though. That'll make everything go horribly wrong. I think. I mean, you could. It would just look ugly from up there. Oh, and then this doesn't go off when the little redstone stuff is off. You know, it took me learning how to use a T flip-flop, or whatever the heck it's called. It is a T flip-flop. I don't know why I said whatever the heck it's called. I know good and well what it's called, to get this to work, which, you know, it's nice. Here we have our superhero suits. This is mine, Willow's, and V-Dot's. And then I added these little crystals, which we can take them off. It's just item frames, but we used the /trigger if invisible command that we have with the armor stands to make it invisible. I think they're very nice decoration. They're very cute. And yeah, we have our superhero suits that are just right behind glass. This is where I've decided to put the dragon egg, because it was just kind of sitting in my ender chest. So let's put that back up so nobody can break in. And I'd like to show you some other plans. And here we have the Guardian farm. I don't think I'm going to make it up there. Nope, I missed. Okay. Here we have the Guardian farm. I flattened out the bottom like I said I was going to do, and I replaced the entire outside with glass, which took a surprisingly long time, but it's pretty to look out at the world. It's like a giant fish tank. Maybe I'm in the tank. I'm the one in the tank. The fish are watching me. But alas, I can fly. I'm not limited to the ground as they are the sea. But anyway, besides the existential crisis, my crisis of the fish watching me, we're gonna finish this farm. And so I'm just gonna time-lapse that real fast. Don't have to do much. Just build the entire thing. I'm gonna time-lapse that. I'm not really gonna explain anything. The link to the video I was using will be down in the description. Let's get cracking. I don't know why I said let's get cracking. That sounds like something old people would say. I'm not old. Promise. The Guardian farm has been completed. I made 2 extra stacks of fence gates. No, I made 3 extra stacks of fence gates. So now I gotta figure out something to do with fence gates. Thankfully, they're easy to use. Ooh, that's an awful sound. Easy to use for decoration. Look at them all. They're just little fishies. And they don't care. They just flow down, and then they flop around, and then they die. I am gonna need a lot more dark prismarine than this, but this is all we got. I was only there for 5 minutes, so for 5 minutes, that's a good amount. That's a lot. Now, I did already show you guys what is behind this door, so we're not gonna go in there. But this whole thing, this is going to extend that way, and back that way, and it's gonna curl around the staircase. It's gonna be kind of like an underground mansion, but it's a superhero hideout, which it is what it is. So I'm gonna hop up here and get rid of a bunch of this stone, and then we're gonna finish this floor right here. I don't think I'm gonna time lapse it. It's not gonna be very interesting. Not gonna be a lot of time lapse because it's just getting rid of some blocks, placing some blocks down. But it's not interesting. I'm not going to work on the ceiling this time around. But we did get enough materials to start working on the whole thing. So that's very, very exciting. Let me just stare at this wall. And then, no. Let me just stare at this block. And then when we turn around, the current goal will be accomplished. Everybody, I lied. I did the ceiling. And I have these neat pillars out here, and it is a very narrow hallway now, because I had to block off and hide where the backs of this was, so that'll be hidden in the hallway now. They're in the center of this. If I break a hole through here, you will see the backs. So we're gonna keep it all nice and hidden. Our next step in this project is pushing out these walls, but I think that'll be for another episode. I think we're a bit done with this room for now. My future plans with this is to have basically a winding maze of rooms, like after I finish this main lobby area. It's going to have just a maze of hallways and rooms, and each one's going to have a different theme and be fully furnished, and this is going to be a huge project that I'm very excited for, because I don't really do interior design. If you look at any of my bases, most of it is just storage. So I don't really do interior design, but I am very excited to be doing this. I think it's going to be a load of fun, and I have a lot of plans for some of the rooms. Next, I'm going to fix up this blob and make it an actual circle, because that's been bothering me. And then we're going to time-lapse the creation of 2 more sugarcane farms and another ice spike up to them. So, let's go.
We started out on a Wednesday and I couldn't figure out why you would be mad at me. Whoa, you say it's nothing but it never ever changes, just like that. It's always whatever anyway, every time we try to talk.
I lied to you guys. I did the time lapse of a singular sugarcane farm, and then I didn't do the ice spike. But I just want to show you how many pieces of ice just this tiny thing took. So here we have all these chests. All of them look like this. They were all filled to the brim. this is what this one looks like now. I use so much on just that tiny little thing. I'm kind of glad the others are going to be, like, at half the height and not holding up things in the sky. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for today, because we are out of time. If you did enjoy, I'm glad that I could make content that you enjoyed. Thank you all so much for watching. I don't ask this often, maybe you could subscribe. No, I'm just saying. And I'll see you on the next video. This is Rennze, signing out.